Today, Friday, April 24th, is the 100th anniversary of what historians call the Armenian genocide, a genocide perpetrated against the Armenian people by the Ottoman Empire or the Turks. 1.5 million Armenians were said to have been killed. Today also marks the 7th anniversary of President Obama breaking his promise to the Armenian community to use the word genocide when describing what happened. Now, this is no small thing. Using the word genocide is a moral position. The Pope called it a genocide. George Clooney called it a genocide.
Part of this is acknowledging when it happened before. We can't just ignore history.
Even the Kardashians call it a genocide. And this was a moral position taken by then Senator Obama when he was running for president and trying to get the Armenian American community to support him. He said he would use the word genocide. He said this was an example of how he is the truth-telling candidate that America needs. In fact, in 2006, when the then U.S. ambassador to Armenia was forced to resign after using the term genocide to describe this atrocity, then Senator Obama hammered the Bush administration, hammered then Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice. He said, quote, "The Armenian genocide is not an allegation, a personal opinion, or a point of view, but rather a widely documented fact supported by an overwhelming body of historical evidence." Here's Obama in 2007, speaking at a breakfast in Washington, D.C.
There was a genocide that did take place against the Armenian people. It is one of these situations where we have seen a constant denial on the part of the Turkish government and others that this occurred.
But that was then, and now he's president. And like other presidents before him, Obama, like Bush, like Reagan, like Clinton, regards Turkey as a much more important ally than Armenia. Turkey has the second largest military in NATO. It is the only Muslim majority country in NATO. It's a key ally when it comes to Iran and Iraq and fighting ISIS.
We cannot define what happened in 1915 as a genocide.
And Turkey refuses to acknowledge this genocide. Interesting side note, Samantha Power, in her Pulitzer Prize-winning book about genocide, hammered U.S. policymakers for not recognizing the Armenian genocide. She wrote, "No U.S. president has ever made genocide prevention a priority, and no U.S. president has ever suffered politically for his indifference to its occurrence. It is thus no coincidence that genocide rages on." Samantha Power, of course, now the Obama administration ambassador to the United Nations. Her position, like President Obama's position, the G word shall not be used.